evening, everyone. Welcome to Music Scrap, the musical scrapper. Let's cross our fingers that everything works okay tonight, that maybe there isn't a soccer game, football game on at the moment with the World Cup. So, I was just explaining when I realized I wasn't recording, that last week I made this, jelly printed this piece of craft text that I was going to use as a journal cover, and I was going to make a watercolor journal. And then realized I didn't know how much I would use a watercolor journal as such. So I decided I'm going to make a folio instead. Excuse me. Using this as the cover. And I have these already manufactured. I bought them this way at the dollar store. There are file folders, but they're already accordioned. So I'm going to attach them together like this. Okay, and then simply adhere them to my craft text. And I'll have a folio. That way I can put different kinds of papers. I can take some watercolor paper to my mom's. I can take some regular sketch paper. Or whatever in here. So, yeah, Carrie has done a lot of work with the folders. Thank you, Dee Dee. Yeah, they were, I don't know, they were like 10 for $1 or something at Dollarama. So I couldn't resist at that price. And I should have got more because you know what it's like. They don't always have the same items in all the time. So that's that. But it also means that I didn't make a big enough. See, because this is going to go like this. And this will come up over the back. But of course I don't have a big enough piece because it's going to be a bottom. And then it'll come up over like this. And I need a piece to come right up over the top. So that means what craft text is. Craft text is like a paper fabric, Lisa. It is... It feels like it's textured more on one side than the other. It feels like a really heavy-duty watercolor paper, but you can't rip it or tear it. Well, I suppose you could if you really worked at it. But it's been used in like quilting and for adding like patches onto pillows or patchwork, that kind of thing. You can sew it. Apparently, score tape doesn't stick with it. You have to use wet glue if you're gluing. But yeah, it's a very sturdy, very thick, like faux leather kind of material. So, yeah, like the tag of a Levi's jean. Sort of, yeah, that's a good way. Hey, Carol. Hey, B3. Hi. Woohoo for Mondays off. Yay, Brenda, B3. So this will be the back. So I cut another piece. Now I don't need it the same size, but I'm going to jelly plate it all. I'm going to jelly plate the whole thing. And then I can cut and trim what I do need. And as you can see, I'm a very terrible at cutting, especially when I have to go a long ways, but that doesn't matter because I'll fix it with my trimmer. But I decided to make a larger piece because then I might need embellishments or decorative pieces or something else, and I'd rather have more than less because I can always use it somewhere else. So, oh no, really, Kathleen? Kathleen says her brother's hand tooling a leather journal cover for her. Oh, how cool. Am I going to put handles on it? Well, that's a good possibility, Carrie, which is one of the reasons why I want to have more left over than not enough. So, because you can could simply use brads to add a handle on the top. So yeah, so definitely a probable. So let's get started, which means I need to take out my jelly plate. I wasn't originally planning it until I had this brainstorm last night. I was just going to put it together, my journal together, and then I thought, oh, I might not use a journal very much. So I just decided last night on this other idea. I had to use one of my, these are the file folder that I use to cut my stencils, so I had to switch one out and use it for my jelly plate covers here, because the ones that came with it got really messed up. So all right, let's get this in a spot where we can all see easily. Oops, hold on. Get my two hands working right here. I could just paint, but why would I just paint when I can jelly plate? I mean, really, why would I? Okay, hold on, I'm just... All right, here goes. So to add a little contrast, instead of using the orange and the violet blue, I'm going to use the orange and the green. Theme song for the jelly plate. Okay. All right. So I'm going to have several applications of this in order to cover the entire piece that I have. But that's okay. It's totally possible. Uh-oh. I so don't have... Oh, I do. I'll use my black. Oh, here it is. Okay. Never mind. I was going to say, why don't I have paper nearby? But I do. I just moved it. Okay. I think I'll make some more black. Okay. Overlapping the circles from this just a little bit. Okay, so let's see. Ooh, very interesting. Could use a little more paint, a little more green especially, of course. I think I'll go right over that one that I just did with more color. Yeah, it's better, I think. Dee Dee. Very funny. That's like my mom can't carry a tune in a bucket. But she loves to sing, so she sings anyway, which is just fine by us, because that's what it's all about, right? Definitely what it's all about. Oops. Come on, you. Oh, there's a... Oh. Oh, Dana, I think that I'm imagining a Christmas tree tune there. I would think. Oh, jelly plate, oh, jelly plate. As Ernest would sing, I don't know if any of you know who Ernest is. Ernest Saves Christmas. Yes, he would sing, oh, jelly plate, 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 oh, jelly plate. Oh, good one, Brenda. To the tune of Friends. I can't sing that one because that's a copyrighted tune. Oh, Christmas Tree is not a copyrighted tune. Very good. I like that one. There we go. Getting some lovely texture there for my first layer. Have baby face. Carrie, you're way beyond me there, kiddo. Don't know baby face. I'm just going to let this all build up and then do one pick up when I'm done here. Oops. Oh, excuse me. Oh, my heavens, that's embarrassing. True, Carrie. You are so right. Well, at least I know who Babyface is. I just don't know any of the songs. Oh, gosh. Sorry. Got papers flying everywhere here. I apologize for whacking the camera. I hope I didn't cause anyone great distress there. Okay, I'm going to turn this around, and I'm getting paint all over my hands, just so you guys know. I'm sacrificing my hands for my art again. Did ya? Okay. Now, going this way. So I'm going to need least one more, maybe two more jelly layers here. Very pretty paper here. Okay. Let me put that somewhere to dry. Go to the next one here. Okay. Hold on. It's folded over. It's going to stick together if it dries that way. There we go. Okay. Oh, forgot to put texture on it. Oh well. That's all right. It's got a little texture anyway because of the just trying to get some whitish spots there. All right, so there we go. Some yummy paper. Well, starting to look yummy. I'm gonna have to take my heat gun to that because it does dry a lot slower when it's on the Craftex, it seems. Yeah, Brenda, that's because the paint is, it's because of the paint. This paint is green yellow, so it has a yellow iridescence, and this is orange yellow, so that's what you see. That's the other color you're seeing there. You can see it on my hands, the gold. There's what it looks like on black paper. So let's see if I can get a little more off the edge here. A little bit. There we go. It does, doesn't it, Dee Dee? It does look like gold leaf. Very cool. All right. So now I need to add, I think I'm just going to do one more layer. One layer on top of that, but need to do the drying thing first. Don't worry, it's not on my, sitting right down on my plate, so I'm not going to burn my plate or anything. Hey, Jeannie. First one is, see, even that first one's, it's dry to the touch, but it's not totally dry, so we will dry it. I guess the Craftex is less absorbent than paper, so it doesn't dry as quickly because it kind of sits on the surface a little bit. Carrie's got a song stuck in Lisa's head now. Okay, just these last pieces is all it needs dried now. Excuse me. Oh, ate too much broccoli salad, guys. Sorry about that. So let's add to it by having a cup of coffee. As Dee Dee's so generous with her cards. Okay. Alrighty. That should be dry enough. That should be dry enough for another layer here. And I think for this layer, I am just going to I think I'm just going to stencil right on to the, or use my jelly plate. Okay, I'll think about it while I decide what color I'm going to use. Well, since I used purple for my accent on the last one, I think I will use purple. Where is my purple? My freaking violet purple. Where did it go? There it is. Oh, and my iridescent medium. Oh, no, that's molding paste, not iridescent medium. I don't want the molding. That's my acrylic. This is the... Okay, where is my iridescent medium? Where did you go? Oh, maybe it's still on my desk somewhere, is it? No. I don't see it. Where did it go? That's interesting. Where did it go? I want my iridescent medium. I want it. But I want it. Oh, hold on. Found it. Phew! So, oh, just before I do that, this is called Bindex Brilliant. And last time I ordered from Desserts, I needed another $10, excuse me, in my cart to get free shipping. So I saw this. So it's acrylic binder. So I can use this to make my own paint, adding my Pearl X or my mica powders from Lindy Stamp Gang. So that's what I bought that for. So I've yet to try it, but all right, let me choose my stencil here. Your stuff disappeared. Yeah, I live alone too, Kathleen. Strange, isn't it? It just walks away, walks away. I think I will use this one today. I'm going to use the largest one. Okay, so purple paint and Ooh, that's kind of icky. Hold on. There. And some iridescent medium. Just put a little wee bit in each blob here. There we go. So this adds a really nice shimmer to your paint. It doesn't add a different color shimmer like the Dyna paints, Dyna colors, but it does add an iridescence. Now, Linda had an online close to my heart party on the weekend, and since I luckily got paid on Friday, I was able to purchase a couple things. And one of the things that they had, was I'm just going to leave that like that because I may use a second one. I don't want to, like, I just want to randomly put these circles on, so I'm kind of just trying to place them, and I'm getting extra on that I don't want to get on. Darn it. Oh well, that's all right, whatever. Yeah, that's true, Dana. Hold on, I'm going to move this because it should cover my whole plate here. Get a better... I was going to just do it randomly, but maybe not. Maybe I'll do it more planned. Hold on here. Maybe if I just do it sideways like this, it'll still look random. Okay. All right, I'm gonna grab this. So this is my Dee Dee is bugging Jeannie about the new art journaling magazine. Okay, so there's what that added to that page. All right, and one more round of purple and iridescent paint here should do the trick. Sorry, I had to clean off the cap. It wasn't even closing. All right, here we go. I still have a little left on here, so just mix it together here. Lovely shimmer it adds. Just make sure you get the one that's for acrylic paints, not for watercolor. Okay. There we go. Alright, so that is that. Let's grab a new black piece of paper. And actually, I am also going to use up the rest of this paint, and hopefully I can do, I wonder if it's enough. May need a smidgen more. I'm gonna do try to do a pickup layer here. See if I can get enough wet paint there. Do a plate clean, because you can do it with any color. It doesn't have to be black or white. Any layer will work. So let's see if I can do a pickup. Hey Barb. Yes, I did, Lisa. Make that stencil. That's one of my newer ones. I can, did I send you the whole batch, Lisa? That one's called the Circle Tunnel. Check and see if I sent it. It's called Circle Tunnel. All right, let's see if it's gonna do a clean. Aha! Yes, it is. Looky, looky here. And there is a beautiful cleanup print. Look at that. Even picked up a little blue that was left from last week. Look at that. You can see the circles. So see the circles still there, imprint. So. If I didn't send it to you, Lisa, let me know, because it was one of the last ones I designed. I don't know if it was with the set that I sent you or not. So let me know if I didn't. I'll send it to you. Okay, so. Oh, yes. Since my Cricut is now in its new home, I don't know if the person wants me to say where my new Cricut is, so I won't say, but my Cricut has made it to its new home and has already been broken in, so I'm glad someone is making use of my Cricut now that I have my silhouette. So, alright. Goodness me. There we go. Well, it's just sitting there on my computer. I may as well share. Dana, do you have a silhouette? So if anyone who has a silhouette wants the files, just let me know, because I do share. Okay, so let's just make sure that all the paint that's going to clean off this is off of it before I put it away. Okie dokie. Well, it's not going away yet, but anyway. You have a Cricut, Dana? Oh, okay. Do you have shortcuts a lot or make the cut? Can you import SVGs or not? Okay, so let's see what we've got here. And I may have to take a call to nature break in a moment. Oh, well, Dana, I can send you my files if you want. Since you have shortcuts a lot, they're all SVGs, so you can just bring them into shortcuts a lot and cut them if you want. Just let me know, Dana. I will send them all to you. Okay, I liked my Cricut too, but I must say I love my silhouette. And there's a couple extra cut settings that I'm going to be figuring out once I get home from my mom's. All right, so next job then is to get these adhered together. So I am going to put the score tape, excuse me, these, I've got lots of gurgling going on here. All right, where's the, oh, there it is. Found it. It's miracle tape, but it will work. It doesn't work as great with chipboard, but it should work fine for my... Bye, Barb. Thank you for dropping in. Okay, so along the front, I'm not going to put it right to the edges because I want there to be a little bit of a giveaway here. Oh, hi, Yvonne. Nice to see you. It's been a little while. I noticed you last night at Jen's. Hi, Lane. Nice to see you. All right, and I'm going to put it only up as far as this cutout section there. Going about a ½ inch from the edge or so. Okay. Still recording. Everything seems okay. I have no idea if you guys are having a lot of blue circle issues or not, but on my end it seems to be working well. Okay. we didn't jinx it, Carrie, by talking about it. All right, burnish really well. See, now not only is there Davis Cup, Davis Cup. I don't know why I was thinking golf or Wimbledon. Not only is there Wimbledon, there's also, I'm getting paint all over the tape here. Not only is there the World Cup, there's also Wimbledon, probably using up Ustream broadband, but of course the Wimbledon will be over for the day, so that'll be good. Okay, I've got to clean my hands because this is driving me crazy. Appear to be coming off anytime soon unless I scrape it. Should have got it while it was still wet. The paint. Oh, some of it's coming off. I just don't like getting paint everywhere where I don't want it to be, like my hands. Welcome back, Dee Dee. Did you go cook your salad? Just kidding. Just kidding. Dee Dee, looks like Lisa's beating you on the garden vegetable front. Well, as far as picking them, that is, I should say. All right, so I'm going to stand this up. Stand this one up. Line them up best I can, and pat it down. So I'm going to go inside here with my bone folder. All right, so these are already prefabricated pocket folders. I have seen them at Staples, but I got them at Dollarama, a lot cheaper. Okay, and I should have gotten a few bundles of them. Oh, well, that's it. Thank you, Yvonne. Very nice of you to detain your... Okay, see, and they open up wide. They have a 1 inch, so they'll go up to 2 inches. So, I won't be joining them on the bottom. I'm not going to attach them on the bottom of the folder. I'll just leave space for them to... Oh, yes, Dana. You guys have to go to Dana's YouTube. It's Dana C, I believe. Dana, you can put in your link. Oh, hold on. Let me see if I have... Share here? No. Oh, Dana's here. I don't know if Eileen can behave or not. Uh-oh. Well, I'll risk it. There, Eileen, you are my mod. You can open links so Dana can put her link, or anyone can put their link to their channel or whatever. Dana's link to her YouTube in case some people don't have it. She did a great tag using beeswax. I kept waiting for it to go up in flames. The tag, that is, the beeswax, using it with her heat gun. Well, that's true, Dana. She has been quiet. Maybe I should... Are you there, Eileen? Oh, she did. Okay, perfect. I thought maybe she was busy crafting or something and didn't... Okay, so she opened links. So, Dana, you can share your YouTube channel there. Dana does some great faces as well. She's an amazing artist. Artiste. Okay. Alrighty. You've got a blue shirt. Ha! See, Eileen? I told ya, Eileen can't behave when Dana's here. Yeah, I think she mean her latest video, not her last one, I hope. Forgot to burnish. I don't know, Jeannie. Wouldn't be very fun, would it? If Eileen behaved, it would not be very fun at all. Okay. So I wonder if this time I should put... No. No, I'm still going to do it this way. I was just thinking I should put the front one the other way, but I'm not going to. And go inside with my bone folder. And no, it's not a Teflon one because I'm not paying 25 bucks for a bone folder. I'd rather have a little bit of shine on my cards if I have to than pay 25 bucks for a bone folder that I'd probably lose anyway. Of course, I've got 3 bone folders now. I had 4, lost my favorite one that I used for my scoreboard. I think I lost it as a stream. Yes, we might have a little more money if Eileen didn't talk as much. Okay, so there we go. That'll hold lots of pages. I can even keep one empty so that as I finish sketching or drawing or whatever, I can put things in whatever. So I need tape on the front and on the... No, I can't use tape. Right. Because it won't adhere apparently to the darn it craft text. So now I need to figure out how wide I'm going to have to trim this a little bit. Okay. Here it is. It's going to actually have my ruler away. So unusual that it's where it should be. So 11 3/4. This paper is 11 3/4. Hi, Kyla. Yeah, chat challenged. Yes, I understand that. Been there, done that, Kyla. So 11 3/4. This has to be. And I'm going to have to fold it in half to trim it. Fold it over, I should say. Let's get all my paints out of my way here. So I want to trim the crooked end, obviously. And I need to open this. All right. 11 3/4. And maybe a smidge more. 11 3/4. Let's put that out the other side there. There we go. The other half. Oh, it didn't go through the other half. Hold on. It's pretty thick. Hold on. Oops. Okay, I guess I do have to do it this way. Alright, guess I have to do this last little bit with my scissors, which is just going to mess it up because I can't cut straight. My life depended on it, even with a guide. There we go. Okay, it wouldn't cut because of the fold there, so. Alright, so now that's the right. Oops. The right width now. So thanks, Jeannie. It was created last week, so I'm thinking it might be a good idea. I may have to add some paint just for, and I don't have to go all the way up there. I want to leave some bottom. It's not really going to show that much. I think I'll line it up with the front of that. I'll line it up that way. So I'm going to line it up with the short part of the front, like that. Then it'll come up, and then the other part that I just jelly plated will be the flap. So okay. So now becomes the thing that I need to add the glue. Oh, stupid flies, get out of here. Ugh. Okay. Oh, great. Well, this is my Aleene's quick grab, but it appears to be totally clogged. Hold on. And I had plastic over it, but it's still all glued together. Oh, there we go. Okay. I think I have to do it this way. And get a paper clip. Excuse me, please. I'm just trying to unclog my glue. Yeah, a big clog here. Don't know if I'll even get it out. So I can use the bottle. Why I transferred it to the Scotch Quick Dry, but then it ran out and I didn't have time to refill. So I said, oh, I'll just use it right from the bottle, and I forgot why I transferred it, because this bottle kept clogging. Pardon me. Boy, I'll tell you, sure is a whole market out there of nail polish and stuff. Guess I don't understand it. Sometimes when I let my nails get a decent length, I do a French manicure, but I'm not really into putting strange colors on my fingernails. I know you're all probably shocked by that piece of information. Okay, I think I have it cleared enough that it will work. Let's give her a test run here. Okay, here goes. So I'm only going up as far as... Oops. Okay, I guess I... Still have cloggy stuff coming out. Woo! Okay. That was the bottle. That was not me. FYI. Oh, come on, really? I guess I may have to use my mono multi, but I thought this might be... It's thicker, so I thought it might be a better glue. But I had it upside down and everything, but it is so thick. It's the Aleene's Fast Grab Tacky Glue. Yeah, well, it's not going to be fast grab for long if it's going to be all dried in a hump. And no, I don't mind glue on my fingers like I do. Okay, got paper stuck to my brayer here. Oh, chicken salad. That makes me want a chicken Caesar salad, Dee Dee. Oh, man. I was going to go for groceries this afternoon, but I laid down and went to sleep instead. Glad I did, because I'd be really mumbling and going on right about now, and you guys would never understand a word I said if I hadn't laid down and slept. I'd sleep. Whatever. Okay. At least I won't have to worry about getting into a decent routine for being at Mom's, because she doesn't sleep well at night either, so she's never up before 10, so, or not usually anyway. Okay, so I'm just going to put a little pencil mark right there, so I'll know how far up the back I want to put the glue. Very funny, Jeannie. Very funny. my goodness. Now they're talking about using soup cans as rollers. My mom, when I was little, my hair was down to my waist. And we had a coal burning section on our stove in the kitchen. Of course, being from a coal mining town, of course we did. You could burn coal or wood in this end section of our propane stove. And Mom had, of course, had pokers for it. So Mom used to put on the, when the fire was on, she would heat up the poker and curl my hair using the poker. Yep. And I would have wonderful ringlets. Ringlets, ringlets. Okay, and I think this time I'll just go straight for them on a multi because we know the other doesn't work. This is very good glue too, so it should hold it no problem. It has a nice rubber tip end so that you can spread while you're squeezing. Not going right down to the bottom because I want it to have a little leeway at the bottom as we're putting. Okay. Oh yeah, Dee Dee, definitely. Definitely. Had to sit still for that one. Poker ringlets. Yep. There we go. It did. It stayed curled. Well, I have nice hair that curls well anyway, but yes, it did stay curled. Okay, so you can see I did not attach the bottom. That way it can expand and contract as it wants. But I think I'm going to kind of fold this in instead of out, just so that it doesn't poke down. There we go. So that, there we go. That works. It seems to keep its shape there. Okay, so there's the front and back added. All right. Now, if you don't have this type of a file folder that already has the sides accordioned, all right, all you have to do is take a regular file folder, okay? Take a piece of cardstock that's 3 inches long, scored it 1/2 inch, 1.5 inches, and 2.5 inches. So at 1.5, at 2.5, sorry, hold on. At 1/2 inch, 1.5, and 2.5. All right, 1/2 inch, 1.5, and 2.5 inches. Then you accordion fold it, and then you attach the 2 1/2 inch sections to the inside or outside, depending on how you want it to go. Of your folder, which is what I was going to do until I remembered I had these already. So. Do you have a photo, Dee Dee? Oh, when my hair was so thick when it was long when I was little, my mom used to have to detangle it with the dog's metal comb. Wide tooth comb that she used on the dogs. Guess I was just like the poodle Pierre. Yep. Bye, Sam. Good night. Thank you for coming. Okay, so that's that section. I could always paint up the sides after if I want to, but I don't know. Nothing wrong with that nice cream color there, I guess. Okay, hold on. The other piece fell on the floor, of course. I have to get up and get it. Just give me a second here. I'm going to mute me. There we go. All right, so this is going to be the flap. And I hit it on purpose, Dee Dee. Hi, Tim. Yes, I muted because I had to pick this up, Dee Dee. Because believe me, when I have to bend down and pick something off the floor, there's a lot of grunting and groaning, and it's not so easy to do when you can't bend your knees very well. So, yep. Okay, so I need it 11 3/4 wide. That I know. Now I have to figure out how wide I want it, how long I want it, I mean. So for that, I'm going to see if I can find here it is. Wow, look at that. Found it right away. Find my measuring tape here. Oh, how nice, Tam. The three of us, I had two sisters, and the three of us used to all get up in Dad's chair, each of us with a comb or a brush. Sometimes all three of us at the same time. Poor Dad. And so I'm going to start it about there because I want it to have really good, 2.5 inches, I think, there. And I want it to go about that far down. Let's spread it out. So I wanted, let's say, 6.5 inches. So 6.5 inches long. Let me check and make sure. Double check my measurements. Oh, really, Dee Dee? Denise Basil. Aww. Oh, that's not very much. They should demand a raise. Goodness me. All right, so I want to do 2.5 here. Down 2.5. And oh, glad I looked because it's not 6, it's 9. I was gonna say, there's no way 6 inches would be, okay. All right, 9.5 inches by 11. Okay, so the first thing I need to do is decide how long is this? Okay, so I've got more than enough this way too, so I might use this part right here or this. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is get one nice straight edge here. Yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Okay, so let's get this folded and matching up here. Because I know these edges are straight because it's the edge of the craft text. So I'm going to line those up. Micro oven. Good one, Titi. That's a good one. Titi's inventing new words today. Oops, lost my... Yeah, there you go. Add it to your wingnut book is right there, Dee Dee. Most definitely. All right, so 9.5. All right, so I'm going to do it this way. Let's trim the other side now and make it 11 3/4 long this way. 11 3/4. Eleven 3/4. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is just do a quick trim here. Yes, that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to make my 9.5-inch cut through one layer. Bye, Elaine. Okay, everything's still recording. Looking like everything is behaving for me today. Okay, I'm gonna have to paint something on the other side of that strip to use it as the handle, or, oh, I could double it up. I could double it up. Okay, so $11 3/4. 11 3/4. Yeah, that's my chipboard blade. It's not doing so great right now. I guess I need to... There we go. All right. And... it's Craftex. This is Craftex. Inside are file folders. But this is Craftex that I painted. And I didn't do the other side. So I'm going to have to paint the other side. Which is fine because I also have to paint the other side of this for the handle. So, that's all right. I think on the inside, I'm just going to put some, I'm just going to sponge. Just going to sponge on some paint. Actually, I've got, I think I need a little bit more piece of sponge, so I'm going to have to sponge the inside. Craftex. It's, bye Dee Dee, sorry, bye. Craftex is kind of a newish product, I guess. It's a specialized type of paper, but it's kind of like cloth paper is how the company even describes it. It's almost like a faux leather, and it's as thick as leather. It's pretty thick, and it doesn't break or tear, which makes it great for a project that where you need strength and stuff. So that's why it's great for this type of a project. And so this is the bottom part of my folio here. And this is going to be the flap that comes over. Like this. So I need to paint this side. And while I'm at it, I may as well paint this. I'll add some stencils and whatever too. I may actually use that for the inside and do the... So I'm going to do green and then I'm going to do orange circles. I think this time is what I'm going to do. Green and then stencil the orange circles. Oh, thanks, Dana. It is very, very, very interesting. Okay, so I'm going to take my kitchen sponge here. And I'm just going to sponge on the paint. Instead of taking my jelly plate back out, I'll just do it this way. Of course, I've got some dirty, icky paint on the back, but that's no worries. That's just extra. Why did I do that? I'm going to turn it around and work up to my fingers instead of starting at my fingers. That wasn't very practical, Jean. Ooh, I like this. Oh, you just love us green. That's so pretty. Matches my sweater today. I can't see my sweater, but it does match my sweater. Amazon sells it. That's where I got mine. They sell it in small, like pieces, or they sell it by the bolt. And I bought a bolt of white just because I can do this to it. But they also comes in craft and black. So... Definitely going to be using this for the outside. That's so pretty. Look at that. See the shimmer? Nope, not using pink. Nope. I got as close to pink on the other section as I'm ever going to get. So there you go. I sort of have some, it's called violet blue. This part that I have with the orange is called violet blue, but it's really like a fuchsia with a blue undertone. That's as close to pink as I get. Sorry. Even on pink day, I don't do pink. Just so you know. Bye, Lisa. Aw. Sorry. Thanks for coming. Poor Lisa. Having a headache is the worst. I have a bit of a headache, but it's just a lack of sleep headache, so it will go away when I sleep a little more tonight. Although I have to stop watching spooks right before I go to bed, because I keep dreaming that I'm a spy. Ah. Yeah, that's funny. Funny, funny. Oh no, I don't throw things. Believe me, I have patience. I'm a teacher. If I threw something at my kids in the classroom, I would not have a job. Of course, right now I'm not teaching, but that's beside the point. Hopefully I will again in September. Yeah, I know, eh? Jean 007. Yeah, so I'm on season 5 of Spooks so far. Halfway through series 5. Or I guess more than halfway through. But, sometimes you think, oh, that's ridiculous. And then you think, maybe not, considering the way things are going these days. You never know. Okay. Okay. Heat gun. No, I don't like neons either, Carrie. Well, it's called Spooks. It's a UK show. It's called Spooks in the US when it shows on US. I don't know what US channel it shows on, but it says that it's called MI5 in the US channels. But I'm into the UK police dramas and stuff. I'm just, loved Midsummer Murders. Love Silent Witness. I've just gotten into them. The Fall is amazing. Waiting for that new season to start. Hey, Marie. Marie, I am working on, I was going to make a watercolor journal with this craft text that I printed last week, but I've changed my mind and decided to make a folio. And I'll just keep papers and stuff in it that I'm going to take to Mom's. Excuse me. Some sketch paper and some drawing paper and some watercolor paper. And I'm going to take home my pencils, my Prismas, I think. And, yeah. Oh, me too, Carrie. Love Criminal Minds. Now, this paint's fairly thick because I sponged it on. But I like the texture that you get. when you sponge. See, it gets some really cool texture. So it's fairly thick in places. So this is, and on the craft text, it's going to take a while to dry here. Actually, I think I'll leave this one. This is my measured one. So I'll get it all dried off. The other one can dry a little on its own. I don't need it until I'm ready. Dana, I watched them on Project Free TV online. Project Free TV. They have so many TV shows on there. They even have all the old Gilligan's Island shows. They have shows from the 60s, 70s, 80s, right up to current shows. I haven't, except when the whole Moncton shooter guy was going on. When that was going on a couple weeks ago, that was the first time I had my TV on in like 4 months. So I watch everything online. Oh, except Crisis, the finale of Crisis I watched last night live. That was the other first thing, the only thing I've watched live in months and months and months. Bye, Dar! Happy birthday! I missed seeing you. Woohoo! Oh, I don't mind Canadian Netflix. I've actually watched a lot of things on Netflix too. They had, that's where I started watching Midsummer Murders. Oh, another British one that's so good is Endeavour. And it's a prequel to Inspector Morse. So I went and I had to watch all the Inspector Morse, and then I went back, and there's 2 seasons so far of Endeavour. And the music is incredible because, of course, Inspector Morse loves classical music and opera and stuff. So the music is always incredible. But the show is really cool. It's kind of like the British style Columbo. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, darling Dar. Happy birthday to you. And many more. It's hard to tell with these shimmery paints when it's dry. Yeah, there's 2 seasons of Endeavour, and I can't wait for the 3rd one because it ended so... Such a cliffhanger. Oh. You're welcome, Dar. Have a great rest of your day, sweetie. I didn't even see her in here. I almost missed singing to Dar. Sheesh. Almost. Okay, it's dry enough to stencil on, I think. And I think I will use my same stencil, but because I'm going to stencil directly, I'll be able to control where the paint goes a little more. Okay. And I'm going to use orange. And I've got my palette over here, and I've got my other piece of sponge. Oh, I know I should be using a makeup sponge for stenciling, but I'll just be careful with this sponge. Dab on, dab off, as Julie Faye Fanbalzer says. Dab on, dab off. And yes, this is one of the stencils I created from scratch. With this one I did right directly from the Silhouette software. Took about 5 minutes. Oh, I love that! Look at that. Is that not the coolest? Ooh, hoo, hoo. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, let's see here. I want to put a little one down here, coming right off the front. Oops, went a little over the edge there, but that's okay. Oh, Blue Bloods? Yeah, that's CBS, I think, isn't it? You think I should teach a class on making stencils? Oh, well, I can always do that. I can always do that with my Inkscape. And oh, sure. I can do that, Kyla. Teach a class on making stencils. I can do that in my next stream. Oh, which reminds me. I'm going to my mom's on Friday, which means the next 3 Mondays I won't be streaming because I will be at my mom's. I come back on, my sister comes back on Tuesday, so I will most likely be coming back on the Wednesday. Depending on whether my sister has, if my sister's off work Wednesday and or Thursday, I may not come back till Thursday. It depends, because I'll want to see pictures and videos of the baby and stuff. She's going to Germany for the birth of her baby, and since she lives with mom, I'm going to stay with my mom while she's gone for the birth of her granddaughter. So, I won't be streaming from mom's. So, we'll have to find someone to take my spot on Mondays. Maybe Jo will be back from vacation. Maybe she'll want to take my time. Perhaps. But yes, I can do a stencil. I might be able to record I might be able to do a stencil one from mom's. I could do that. Well, I can do that. Easy. I can use Inkscape and I can show Inkscape and I can show the Silhouette software so you can kind of see the differences and similarities and what you can do in each. You can do almost all the same stuff. There's a couple things maybe you can do in Silhouette that I haven't discovered yet that you can do in Inkscape, but so everybody go and download Inkscape onto your computer. It is a free program, Inkscape, all one word. And maybe I'll do that while I'm at Mom's. I can always let Mom listen to my stream. She doesn't make much noise anyway, so that way I don't have to have my camera. I can use my desktop. So I'll just make sure I have my Silhouette software on my laptop. I just got a new battery for my laptop, so I can take it to my mom's. Oh, don't be silly, Kyla. I don't charge for sharing what I know, because I'm certainly not a professional by any stretch. It's just what I've figured out and learned on my own. No. I share for free. Okay. I think I'll use a little one over here. Okay. Alrighty. Inkscape is a drawing program that creates SVG files. And SVG then you can either take into your Silhouette software to cut, or your Cricut to cut, or you can print it and then place it underneath a piece of acetate and trace it and cut it by hand. So it can be used lots of different ways. It's a very cool program. I don't know everything that the program can do, but I've figured out a lot, and it's a very cool program that's free. For free. You can do a lot for free. So oh shoot, I was gonna do the little one there while I had that there. Hold on. You're welcome, Tim. I guess it's the teacher in me, maybe. I like to share my knowledge. I love learning, and I love teaching. So if I was making my living at it, that would be a different story. If I was an artist for a living instead of as a hobby, that would be different. And I don't mind paying people. Like, I've done several of Julie Faye Van Balzer's online classes. I have, Carolyn Doobie has a great jelly printing online class as well. And, you know, I know that that's how they make their living, and I don't mind paying. But I don't do it for a living, so I'll do it for free. Okay, hold on. That's true, we do love free. Well, me too, Carrie, though. See, that's the thing. I learned online, and then by experimenting and making the things I learned, then tweaking them to make them my own. Sometimes I don't make them my own. Sometimes I simply do what I've seen someone else do. And that's why I'm very careful about claiming anything as mine, because, you know, I've learned it somewhere. There we go. There's a good start for a background. Oh, exactly, Tam. You know, it's yeah. It is. Okay, I've got a little bit of extra paint here. So I think although I already, I'll add some of this. Oh no, I have to do that other one, don't I? Right. I have to add, I don't need a whole bunch though on this, because I only need a strip. Oh, look at that. And it's even still wet. Oh my goodness. See, it stays wet a long time in this Craft X. Of course, it's a really thick spot here. I'll just dry it up here. Oh, I know. Isn't she just a hoot? Kyla, love Carolyn. Oh. Now, I don't know if you guys know Giselle, no, what's her name? Giselle Cormier? No, it's not Cormier. It is a French name, though. She's a Canadian artist. Giselle. Oh. I follow her on YouTube, and she hasn't done a YouTube video since before Christmas. I hope nothing has happened. She's a professional artist in Canada. She's a professional pet portraiture artist in the Hamilton area. Grenier. Giselle Grenier. She has some amazing art videos. If you guys want to get inspired, oh, what an artist. Bye, Dana. She does. And her giggle. Like, she has this giggle without going, you know, just this cute little giggle. And she has no problem, like, laughing at herself and just, you know, being who she is. It's wonderful. Okay. All right. Okay, so I only need one strip. So maybe I should just cut my strip so that I can plan my, oopsie doopsie. An envelope I'm trying to keep and everything's coming out. There we go. Okay. So I'm just going to keep a one and a half inch strip should do it, I would think. I guess I'm going to have to cut it to this way. Yeah, there we go. This end's straight. This end is straight. Okay. And this blade is shot. Craft X is thick. There we go. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna leave the green, just the green on that side. I need to fix this. Okay, I think I'm going to actually use the orange on this side. That'll make a more colorful handle, I think. And I've got some purple circles there, so that does the trick there. Not a fan of all that white there, but what can you do? So I'm going to leave that to dry for a minute. And where did my black paper go again? I have a little bit of orange paint left here. No point in wasting. Let's see if I can get at least one circle sponged out of it. Grungy one. There. There. Okay. All the paint has been used up. Okay, now I think, oh, wait, now that's not the right one. Where did my cover go? Who stole my cover? Who stole the flap? Oh, there it is. Never mind. Found it. Now let's just make sure the orange is dry. So the orange pulls in the orange from here. And then I have green as an accent color. Oh, I need to, let's see if I have enough paint on the edge of the sponge. I should. Oh, good, to get the edge here. Do the edges. And the edges of this. I should have more than enough. Oh, look, get out of here, you stupid fly. I have to go get groceries tomorrow, and I'm going to get some apple cider vinegar to get rid of these fruit flies once and for all. Once you get them, it's very hard to get rid of them. Oh, they were really bad last summer too. All right, darn bananas on my counter. Okay, now I want to round my corners. Half-inch round my front corners. I don't need to round my back corners. So I think I want this to be the, no, I want this to be the front. So round my front corners, my corner chomper. Perfect. So that's going to be the front. And this is going to be the back. Alrighty. Ah! Hold on. It's not dry and I'm smearing it everywhere. Let's move my paint. Let's clean my hands. Let's give her a little zap here. Well, all of Moncton was, I'm not really quite in Moncton. We're a little bit hardy here, but Moncton is basically built on swampland. And the river that divides Moncton and Riverview is actually a saltwater river. It's a tidal river. It comes in from the Bay of Fundy. So it has what's called a tidal bore, because when the tide comes in the Bay of Fundy, it comes in about 10 minutes. It comes to about 40 to 50 feet high. Well, actually 10 minutes is about the first 20 feet. So you can actually see the tide come in. And so when it comes in the river, it actually has a little wave. And last summer, people were even like surfing this wave when the tide came in. So, of course, the salt water brings in a lot of bugs too. And it's like, eh. Yeah, they could be after your water. Just all around the edge of your baseboards, Carrie, put a thin either chalk line, like chalk dust, or salt line. They won't cross a salt line. So if they're coming in through your walls and the bottom of your baseboards, just put a thin line of salt all the way around your baseboards. They won't cross it. Sorry, gotta heat gun this a little bit still. It does not dry quick on the Craftex at all, so just be aware of that. It's the highest tides in the world. Yeah, the Bay of Fundy. You can probably see it somewhere on the internet. If you look up Moncton Tidal Bore on YouTube, you'll you can see the tidal bore, and then you can look up what is it? Rocks. Just a second now. We call it the rocks, but there's Bay of Fundy tides. You might be able to find Hopewell Rocks. Sorry. You will probably Okay, so I have to do the whole liquid glue thing here. Let's see, I said about 2.5 inches, so let's just see how far it, all right, so it's right down to that purple line right there that goes through that white. So it's right down to about here. Okay, score tape won't work with the Craftex if you're just here from, if you got here a little later than when I was talking about it before. So you have to use liquid glue, and I do not use glue gun. Do not like hot glue. It spit at me the last time I used it and gave me quite a burn. So yeah, no, I don't. And I could feel that glue grab the minute I placed the Craftex down on it. That's very good glue. Love my Tombow Mono Multi-Glue. I may actually put a strip of the plain green here too, to kind of okay. All right, I want to leave that for the moment. Wish I had something heavy to put on it, but I don't really. I just want to leave it so it will stick. Okay. Just going to go over it again with my brayer here. Okay. Just going to lay it over here to let that get stuck really well. I think I'm going to put, I may actually, and I should have done it beforehand, I guess. I might be able to reach. I should be able to. I think I'll put, I think I will also put on some, yeah. I think I will put some brads on there as well. Hold on now. Where are my, oh, I have to use these someday too. My Kyla cards. Oops. Wait now. Oh, inspiration deck. Mixed media inspiration deck. Oh, they don't look like stove elements. That's good, Carrie. They're supposed to look like circle tunnels, like a well or whatever. Okay. All right, so now my strip for, oh, here it is. I don't think this cut straight on both sides. I don't think I cut it on both sides, did I? No, I didn't. All right, so I didn't need it the whole length, but I want it most of the length. So now I can get it straight here. Forgot to straighten the other side after I cut it to the width I wanted. Uh-oh. Okie dokie. Well, that I will have to do when I come back, because when I'm at my mom's, I won't have enough stuff with me to use the cards. But yes, most definitely will be a plan. So I'm going to punch some holes, and I need, uh-oh, just dropped my pills, which I need to sort later on tonight. Okay, so where did my, sorry, moving around a whole bunch of stuff here. Paper and fun stuff. Hold on just a second. I'm going to mute you guys. Hold on. Need to get something off the floor. Be right back. Okay, sorry. Audio is back. Hold on. Of course, now I have to get my feet back up on the footstool. And move my chair. Okie dokie. Okay, looking for my brads. They should be in here. I hope they're in here, because if they're not, oh, there they are. I was going to say, if they're not in here, I don't know where they are, because I want my large ones. And put everything else back. Okay. Thank you for... Lost the feet off my big bite, but who needs feet? Alright, so I've got these Mamba Jamba brads from Staples. And if you don't need the whole end, you can cut off the end, which is often what I do. But I will do that after. Alright, I want to put 2 in the back here, and then I'll need 2 on that, so I need 4 of them. 3, 4. So, I see Joycey has come into the room, and Carrie, hello ladies. They haven't said anything yet, but they have come in. I spotted them, so all right. So I need the larger hole, definitely. And I actually may need to, okay. So I want to put it about an inch. An inch and a half in. So I'm putting my slider up to 1.5 inches so that both of the holes will be at the same, and that's way too far. Hold on. An inch. Yeah, that'll work, I think. And just guesstimate the middle. I still think that's even a little too much. There we go. Doesn't matter the distance, it's just the sliders there. Both of your holes will be the same distance in. So basically that's what you need. Now let me check the hole size, and that's going to be perfect. That'll be perfect size hole. Sorry. Sorry, 7. Hi, Carrie. I apologize. I try not to do that when I see people come in, but I didn't want to miss you if you said hi and then I missed you altogether like I did with Dar. Okay, so now I need to find, this has to be poofy enough that it is a handle. So I want it to go in at least that far. Of course, the feet help it stay nice and steady. And now I have to draw, where's my T-ruler? Oh, I hope I can find it when I need it. Sheesh Louise. Ah. Okay. Okay, how far in did I go? I went in 1 inch and a quarter. A little more than 1 inch and a quarter. So And let's line it up in the middle of the hole. And let's line this up straight with the edge. So that would make it go right about there. Well, I think I lost one, so I only have ones. It's no good with ones, so it's better with none than with one. That's what I figure. Okay, so where is... Yeah, Tim, love my monomalta. And what's really funny is this looks like a teeny tiny bottle of glue. It's about $3.75, or sometimes you can get it a little less than that on sale. And Michael's does sell it, so you can use a coupon. And it's $3.75 or so for a bottle this size, or I order it anyway. And you think, oh, that's an awful tiny bottle of glue. That's not going to last at all. And it lasts forever. I went to a crop once and totally forgot my whole tool spinner. So luckily we got a little pair of scissors in our kit, our welcome kit. And she was a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, so she sold Tombow Monomalti. So I bought one thinking I'm not even going to get to make, because I had to glue all my papers on, all my pockets, all my flaps. I had to do the whole project using my Monomalti because I didn't have any score tape or my ATG gun. And I thought for sure I was going to have to buy another one. And I still had at least a third of it left at the end of the weekend. It goes a long way. Oh, Carrie, I am making... Hold on, let me get the handle on here, and then I can show you. Oops, I gotta turn it this way. Okay, so now these are way too long, but I like the big heads of them, and they are stronger, so I just trim them off with my Timmy scissors. And where are my Timmy scissors? Well, if I can find my Timmy scissors, I trim them off. And I'll just cover these over with a piece of tape. Love my Timmy scissors. They cut those right off. Put them away right away so they don't end up on the floor and in your cat's paws. If you have a cat, that is. I learned that. I don't like having to search for them on the floor. So they go right into the garbage. Okay. All right, so I'm putting the legs in so that they go out to the side, because of course I don't want it to get in the way of it. So for those of you who have come in, Tam and Joycey, or 7 I should say, last week I made this Craftex print. I was going to make a watercolor journal with it. However, since then, I've decided I didn't want a watercolor journal, that I wanted a little satchel. So these are file folders that came already with as like folders, as actual like pockets instead of folders. But you can simply do a hinge on, if you don't have this kind of file folder, you can simply just add hinges to a regular file folder. All right, and so this is going to hold some papers that I'm going to take home with me to Mom's. Now, I also think I am going to add, I'm going to use, and I didn't get it out of my drawer, so I'll do it later and tweet it. But I am simply going to use, oh, I have a buckle. I'll have to look for it. That'll look so cute. I actually have a buckle from Seven Gypsies, maybe? And I have Tim Holtz ones too. So maybe that's what I'll use. I was going to use Velcro, but I might use kind of a combination of both. So this will just hold, this will hold some of my papers and stuff. Okay, so. Oh, Jeannie, I need, oh, chocolate. Okay, so now I'm going to put a strip probably of the green across here to cover these up. In the meantime, I'm going to stick a little glue under them. Oops, hello. And the other thing is, if a little glue dries on the tips of these, the tips are made of like silicone. So the glues, so they don't clog. They never clog. You might get a little glue dried on the tip, but that's it. Except my bottle's getting very empty here. Thank you, Jeannie. That's okay. I'm going to get groceries tomorrow. Last week I was on a real tight budget. Tomorrow I just have to get a couple of things because I'm only going to be here till Friday. I just need to get some lettuce for Caesar salad and just a couple apples and oranges and stuff. Just a few things tomorrow to do me until Friday. No, that's not going to hold down anyway. So, okay. I'll be covering it over. Jeannie, you and your pink glitter. Jeez Louise. Okay, so now I just want, the only other thing I have to do tonight before we go is to add a couple of, I want to add a couple of, thanks to my big bite, I should be able to get down in there a little bit here. Maybe. Should I? Can I? Can I? There we go. Yes, I can. Oh, I know. I'm going to strategically place this one since it works out. I'm going to strategically place it right in the middle of that circle. Yes. Well, I try. I have the same thing over and over, but it's what I like. So, I mean, I like lots of stuff, but I don't do a whole lot of cooking for myself. I'm going to try to get this somewhat even here. How far up? 1.25 inches up and 1.75 inches in. So that's right on there. And So it's right over here. I can see the spot right now with my eye. I'm focused on it. And punch. It'll be somewhat even. There we go. So I want to add these just for a little extra strength. The glue on the Craft Tex. Always have to figure out which way does this thing go in. See, I have one foot. No idea where the other foot went. It may have gotten found on the floor and I may have not known what it was and I may have thrown it out. So who knows? Who knows? Not me. Oh, I have to cut this before I spread it out because it won't go into the back. And it fell in there somewhere. I do have the tool for it. Why don't I use it for like the first time ever? Well, I did have the tool for it. There it is. My tool. And I'll have to put a strip across there inside as well. Yes, it is, Marie. Yeah, my house hippos, exactly. Yeah, it's like a faux leather, but it's actually made of paper, but it doesn't tear or rip. So it's kind of new. It's been used a while, I guess, in the quilting industry for appliques and stuff like that on pillows because it wears well. But it's somewhat new to our crafters. Us crafters, or us scrapworker / mixed media crafters. Okay, so now I just need 2 strips. I need a strip for along here and a strip for down there, and I'm just going to use the plain green length, and it should be the right length. Width, or should say, whatever. In place of Tyvek, yes, except in some places, if, like, usually with Tyvek, you add the Tyvek to your paper to make it. And the thing with Tyvek is it's very thin, so it doesn't add any bulk. This you use in place of your paper and in place of, like, the Tyvek. So it replaces both the, you know, if you were going to use this for hinges on your books and stuff like that, you would use it in place of your, well, you wouldn't want to use it for the hidden hinge because it's way too thick for that. Excuse me. But for the covers of your books and stuff, for binding books, okay, you don't need, you would use this instead of paper and Tyvek. So yeah. But I still do like Tyvek for some things. You know, if you're making something with a specific paper line, it's nice to have the Tyvek to, so I'll make this 1.25 inches. So one of the reasons why this cuts crooked is if you're not careful, this spreads apart. It can spread apart. So if you don't pull your blade directly towards you, and if you don't hold this, it'll spread apart and it'll cut crooked. It's not necessarily the grid that's crooked. It's how you draw your blade and it's crooked. And that's one thing that I think on my list, I'm going to buy the Stampin' Up! Trimmer just because I love the track in the Stampin' Up! Trimmer. It's very, 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 very narrow. So the blade doesn't move in the track at all from left to right. Hey! Hi, Linda! Yes, Linda. We were talking about that earlier, weren't we, Carrie? It's all Carrie's fault. And I think I'll just do 3/4 inch. A little over 3/4 inch for the one inside. Okay. Hey, Colleen. Yes, Joycey was minding her own business, and then I called her out so everybody would know she was here. Sorry. Sorry, Joycey. Okay, so I think I'll put the green side up here. And I want to put it completely opposite my handle so I want to put it right in the middle of that. No problem, Kathy. Hi there. Well, I'm glad you had a nice lunch. How sweet. Very nice. I was thinking you were just being very quiet, Kathy, because I knew you had tweeted that you were sitting in the room waiting for me. And I was like, Kathy's being very quiet. You're usually quiet, but you're not usually that quiet. Oh, dear. Okay, so oh, am I frozen? I'm at 2:38, so I'm going to have just enough time to add my other strip of paper. Uh-oh, and now Joycey's getting on Jeannie's case. She did something bad. Jeannie did something bad. And I need to trim off just about 1/2 inch here. 1/4 inch. So that this will go inside here. Sit on the back there to hide those. Excellent. Thank you, Kathy. It is this is what I printed last week, and tonight I printed this piece. So it's Craftex. Okay. Joycey's getting all excited over there. Okay, the paint on this sponge is still wet enough to do my edge, and I forgot to do the edge of this one before I put it down, so it's kind of white, but oh well. Okay. And the only thing you have to be careful of with this mono multi is that when it dries, it becomes a repositionable glue, which means you don't want it to seep out the edges, because it dries clear, but it will leave a sticky, will leave sticky if it seeps out the edges. So, and you don't need much. So I had it a little thick there, so I'll rub it down and get it inside to cover over these, because I don't want to be whacking my fingers on those. You are crocheting? Cool. Yay, Kathy. Well, you deserve it. And everybody who teaches with you and is your friend, you knows how much teachers deserve to be celebrated. So soak it all in, kiddo. You worked hard for it. And yes, I said kiddo. Because teaching grade 1 keeps you very young, right, Kathy? Ha! It certainly does. That's why I like teaching the little ones. They keep you young and silly. You can be silly and they just think you're being fun. Not stupid like the middle school kids when you try and be fun with them. They just think you're dumb. Of course, everybody's dumb when you're in middle school. Okay, cleaning hands. Uh-oh. I don't know, Kathy. I think it's been pretty good for everybody tonight. For everybody else. Maybe it's because you came late. Alright, so all I have to do now is just add my closure. So there, I've got 3 nice pockets to throw paper in. And I'm going to have to brayer down on this a little bit. I may have to stick a little glue under that edge. I forgot to brayer it after I put it down, so whoops, I'm getting a little paint on it from my brayer, but that's okay. It coordinates, it's the purple. Okay. Well, Jeannie, the only reason I can take it is because I teach K to 8. And the longer I taught them, I mean, now the kids that I teach in middle school, I've had them since kindergarten. So that makes it easier, except for the new kids that move into the school. So that does make it easier. I learned a lot, too, from them about being able to handle it. I've created a whole speech for the kids who say, why do we have to take music anyway, Miss Pitts? Yeah, well, I have a whole brain speech for that, talking about how the brain, any part of the brain dies if you don't use it, and how music uses all parts of the brain. The lyrics and melody uses the linguistic part of the brain. The beat and rhythm and meter uses the mathematical part of the brain, and hearing the different instruments, which is called timbre, and the harmony and texture. That all comes from the scientific part of the brain. And there's no other subject on earth. Then there's the kinesthetic part of the brain, by just simply moving your lips and moving your fingers and your lips together when you're playing an instrument. And so that kinesthetic part of the brain is used. And so I go on and on with this whole speech till they're like, never mind, Miss Pitts, never mind, we don't want to know. So, yeah. That's true, Tam. They will. Once they get to know you, they will join in. And once they know it's safe to be silly, then they will join in. Very true. So, there we go. So all I need to do is find my closure, and that will be done. So, yeah, I know, Tam. Isn't it great? The kids are always like, okay, sorry I asked. But anyway, it's funny. Okay, so. Anyway, there we go. Hey, and I've taught kids to read music, at least rhythms, who can't read print because of the fact that it uses so much more of the brain than just trying to read print. So, yeah. There we go, folks. So I'm going to leave it for there. I will tweet pics. I've got to go find my closure. I've got to eat first. Then I have to go find my closure. So, I think it looks cool. I like it. I think it looks great. I think you all should make one. It would be great for storing collage stuff. You could put a couple extra folders in there to collect collage stuff. That would be neat, right? Thank you, Carrie. Bye, Kyla. So, well, thank you guys. I think it's really neat. I really like the way it turned out. I'm glad I went for this instead of the diary because it's something I'll use more often. I know it's something I'll use more often. I might actually it'd be something cool to use to store art, like friends' art, like when I get all these wonderful cards and stuff in the mail. Right now they're kind of thrown in a box and all over the place. No, well, not all over the place, but some are on my desk here and stuff. But it'd be nice to have a home for all my stuff. And Azure is what you need. Uh-oh. Closure. Sorry. Okay. All right. Sorry, Joyce. You could. Yeah. I have a little buckle. A buckle thing. So I will use that. I have some by Tim Holtz and I have some by I think it's Seven Gypsies from long ago. So, or else I just may use Velcro. But it has to be something strong enough so that when I pick it up, it's gonna hold. So, yeah. So, anyway, thank you everyone. If you watched the recording, thanks a lot for viewing. And let me stop recording and say